first up, starting with some breaking news. MHA has set up Inter-Ministerial Committee to coordinate investigations into violation of various legal provisions of PMLA Income Tax Act, FCRA, etc. by Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, Rajiv Gandhi Charitable Trust and Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust. MHA now setting up Inter-Ministerial Committee to coordinate investigations, because remember, we'd been putting out details of how so much of public money was put into Rajiv Gandhi Charitable Trust. Not just that, funds from Prime Minister National Care also was diverted to Rajiv Gandhi Charitable Trust. And keeping that in mind, now the investigations that will take place, MHA setting up Inter-Ministerial Committee to coordinate the investigation. Abhishek Kapoor, our executive editor, joining us with more details on the same. Abhishek.
Well, this is the preliminary input we have, Christine. This is a big breaking development. It's going to be the political story of the day, with the Ministry of Home Affairs setting up an inter-ministerial committee which would coordinate investigations essentially carried out by the Enforcement Directorate into violations of various legal provisions of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, Income Tax Act, Foreign Currency Regulation Act, by the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, Rajiv Gandhi Charitable Trust, Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust. Now, the common thread between these trusts is that these are held by the Gandhis and the Vadras, as in the Gandhi family, and a special director of the Enforcement Directorate has been deputed as head of the committee that would coordinate the investigations. Remember, a few days back, there were reports of the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation having taken charity from or donation from the Chinese government, Chinese Communist Party, and then reports had emerged of even other some international NGOs and shady organizations giving donations, and then also that the foundation had set up some companies in non-tax jurisdictions abroad. So there was an element of channelizing of funds and, as it is called, routing of funds and bringing back through networks where they can avoid tax and tax paying. So I believe a comprehensive investigation was in order, and the government has instituted that with this inter-ministerial committee, which would be carried out essentially by the Enforcement Directorate, but would include members from the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Defense, essentially to make sure that it's a comprehensive investigation into what all these trusts and foundations held by the Gandhi family have done over the last decade and a half, particularly in the UPA 1 and UPA 2 era, in terms of channelizing of funds, essentially setting accountability and to make sure that whatever funding has happened is clean. Remember, this is in the backdrop of the reports of Rajiv Gandhi Foundation having received money from the Chinese Communist Party, and the possibility of Congress's position on China in the backdrop of the India-China standoff getting influenced by it. As I said, this is going to be a very important political story as the day progresses.
Yes, because the BJP chief made it very clear, also spoke of how the Congress government was guilty of economic surrender to the Chinese. But, you know, the BJP has been joining the dots, Abhishek, and with the facts emerging that came to light, the fact that Prime Minister Relief Fund, some of that money was diverted to a private body. BJP calling it a brazen fraud because it is the people's money that we're really talking about. So the story is only going to get bigger now, with the government now making sure that a crackdown takes place, proper investigation takes place, and everything is put out in front of the public.
So, it's important to understand, Christine, that the Gandhis held public office during the UPA era, and these are private charitable trusts. So the money they got was not because they were private entities, but because they had influence over the government. So whether their position as influential people within the government guided these donations, and then these donations were diverted to some other private companies in tax havens and then brought back through Hawala networks. All those things need to be looked into, particularly the aspect of these donations actually influencing Government of India policy during UPA 1, UPA 2 era because of these donations. So I believe this is going to be a very important investigation and it's going to have consequences for the politics of the country and particularly that of the leadership of the Gandhis and the Vadras of the Congress party. And in that context, this is a very important development that has come through a decision of the government to set up this interministerial committee.
Because it was none other than BJP President JP Nadda who'd given out the proof, who'd in fact released documents, showed the donors list of how many funds were really diverted. Not just from the Prime Minister's Relief Fund, also several ministries, etc. that we were looking at. So this was certainly huge. And now the government making sure that it is looked into, a deep investigation takes place in the same. But Abhishek, if you could just tell us what can we expect in the near future. So a probe panel has now been formed. What happens next?
The Enforcement Directorate, Kritswin, is a specialized agency that deals with these kind of investigations, essentially, which come under the domain of Prevention of Money Laundering Act and the FCRA, Foreign Currency Regulation Act, and these are very crucial acts which empower the agency to carry investigations outside of Indian shores and to engage with foreign investigative agencies and foreign governments through whatever channels have been set. We have seen how the ED has been investigating other money laundering cases, including those of likes of Malia and Nirav Modi and Mehul Choksi. And now, in the light of the development that took place last week, where it emerged that all these Gandhi Vadra-led foundations and trusts were actually taking money from the Chinese government, Chinese Communist Party, and there was a possibility of a connection of the Congress Party's position, not just in the government, but even in opposition, in terms of being a little soft on the Chinese and questioning the government instead, and hence pushing the Chinese narrative. I believe this investigation would lead to clarity on whether the position that the Congress Party has taken now, whether the policies that were set, for example, the very specific story that was done last week, and we did it, Kritswin, of the Congress Party really pushing India's membership of the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, which was essentially ASEAN +3, and would have given China a backdoor entry into India through a free trade agreement, which is really not needed. The Modi government really put its foot down and pulled out of RCEP last year and made it clear that we are not going to get into RCEP because it gives China a free trade area, which is going to be detrimental to India's manufacturing and industry. But the Congress Party was seen to be pushing for it. Whether these donations to the Gandhi Family Trust in any way influence that decision of the Congress Party, where the then Commerce Minister